Hello YouTube, I just want to do a quick recap on WWDC 2012, which took place on June 11th in San Francisco, California, and goes all the way to June 15th. So Apple released two major things in WWDC. They released the new line of MacBooks and iOS 6. So let's get started with the Macs. Apple refreshed the entire MacBook lineup. All of the Macs received a major performance upgrade. The hardware is pretty advanced, all updated. All the Macs now are sporting a third generation Intel Core i5 or i7, and there's been RAM upgrades and solid state memory upgrades, including the ports have now been upgraded to USB 3.0 only or Thunderbolt. Apple also got rid of the optical drive and Ethernet, which means Apple's basically trying to go completely wireless and is really sticking to digital download. But one of the biggest features that Apple released for the Mac is the new stunning Retina display. Now, this Retina display is only included for the MacBook Pro, but it's a 2880 by 1800 resolution display, which equates to a staggering 220 ppi. That's 5 million pixels. That's just to put things in perspective. That's 3 million pixels more than an HD TV. That's pretty impressive, I gotta say. So, I mean, everything else was just updated for the Macs. I mean, you can check on Apple's website for that, but it's kind of repetitive. So I'll go ahead and get into iOS 6 now. For iOS 6, Apple wanted to make a social approach. A lot of new social features have now been added into iOS 6, but of course, for those of you that might know, one of the biggest features is Maps, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and start out with Siri. Siri knows a lot more about movies, sports, and can now launch applications. She also understands more languages, works in more countries, and Apple is even working with car manufacturers to help Siri more auto-friendly. That basically just means that Apple is going to integrate Siri in cars, which is pretty cool. I don't know what features are going to come with that, but we'll see in the near future, I guess. iOS 6 includes a deep system-level Facebook integration, just like Twitter. Users can now post pictures to the social networking site directly from the Photos app, update their statuses from the notification center, and like content from iTunes, iBooks, and the App Store. Even better, Facebook integration API is open to third-party developers, so no more signing in for app permissions. The phone application got a few small updates, nothing major here. Apple now includes the Do Not Disturb option and the ability to reply to ignored calls with a preset text message. But perhaps one of the coolest features for the phone application is now FaceTime calls over 3G, which is excellent. I've been waiting for that for a really long time. And here we go, the big one. Apple is now no longer going to use Google Maps. They're now using their own mapping system, which hit Google pretty hard, I gotta say. They did a great job on it, as it appears from the keynote. I've actually never tried it yet, so I can't say for sure. But Apple planning to terminate service with Google Maps in Q4 of 2012, so that's around November, December-ish. The maps have been completely rebuilt from the ground up and now offers Yelp and Siri integration and a new 3D flyover view, live traffic layers, and it also finally includes audible turn-by-turn navigations. This is great. And Apple is using their own system. They bought 3 companies quite a while ago to render this stuff, and they're now using TomTom for navigation. It's not exactly TomTom, but they're working with Tamtong to make their navigation better. So the next update is PhotoStream. Now you can share all of your photos in the PhotoStream with people you choose in iOS 6. Just a single tap sends photos to the Photos and iPhoto app of friends and family. And even if they don't have an Apple device, you can now view it on the media or web. The App Store has gotten a pretty big redesign. Both the App Store and iTunes Store, they look different, act different, and make browsing through content more enjoyable. And the best part is no more having to exit the App Store for every app download. The 15-minute rule still applies. You must type in your password every 15 minutes. So let's say if you wanted to download an app and you type in your password at 1:30, if it's 1:45 and you want to download another app, you're going to have to type in your password again. Apple continued to use this feature, and I agree with it because sometimes you can get tricked with in-app purchases. So this will just help protect you and your security and privacy. So no complaints about that. Mobile Safari now gets a couple of new features. Starting with iCloud tabs, this will allow you to keep all of your tabs open in Safari and sync with your Mac or other iOS device. You can now also save entire web pages for offline reading and view pages in full screen. That's only for landscape mode. The Mail app in iOS 6 is pretty much the same as its predecessor, albeit a few handy new features. One, users can now choose which contacts they want to be notified for new email messages with the VIP inbox, and 2, photos and videos can now be attached to emails from within the Mail app. So these are a few features that were released in WWDC. Apple claims that there's another 200 new features. These features could include small, very small updates or big ones. Apple is known to not say everything in WWDC. There may be some things that they're hiding until September, October for the iPhone 5 release. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with what it is. The Maps is incredible. I actually haven't gotten to try yet, but from all the videos I've seen, it looks pretty cool. And one more feature that was included in iOS 6 is Passbook, and it's a digital wallet. It stores and organizes all of your event tickets, boarding passes, gift cards, and credit cards, and now allows you to use them all from within the app. It can even notify you if you're near a shop and if you have a gift card for any last-minute itinerary changes. So this is a cool feature. So basically, if I'm with my iPhone and I walk near Starbucks and I have a Starbucks card, it will remind me. So it'll basically vibrate in my pocket saying, you have this Starbucks gift card, and it